Hello guys, and today we are back with episode 2 of the working title CJ4 tutorial series. And today we are going to be showing you how to do cold start, FMS setup, and taxi. And episode 3 is going to be takeoff autopilot. And then basically after that it's going to get more complicated and stuff. But for now we're going over the easy stuff. And let's get into the aircraft. Let's not waste too much time. Now, once you get into the aircraft, this all looks very complicated, but it's going to get very, very easy. So, first what you want to do is come over here. This is your electrical panel. And you want to go ahead and flip the battery switch to on. Go ahead and put those. That will silence any kind of master caution that you have, warning you that something isn't right in the aircraft. But that just went off because something came on. Something like electrical came on. And now you want to go to the avionics switch and turn that on. We'll go ahead and hit that again. Now, aircraft is powered on, at least the electrical systems. So, let's go through this really quick. This really is not important if you're flying on Batson. I wouldn't really worry about it unless you're that professional and serious. But these are your light panels, and if you press these two,
may I have your attention, please?
That's going to be the
seatbelt. At this time, please comply with the illuminated seatbelt and no smoking signs. Thank you.
I guess it doesn't do a safety presentation, but they should add that. And so that's your seatbelt sign, and that's your safety light. So we'll go ahead and turn those off. So we have our electrical systems on, and we're gonna go ahead and do our FMS setup. So this is the FMS or CDU, whatever you want to call it. And we need to align our position in our navigation systems. So we need to align our heading so we can make flight plans. So first you want to go to the position analyzation. Then you want to type in your airport code. For us, we are at Hobby Airport, which is in Houston. And our airport code is going to be Kilo Hotel Oscar Uniform. And these, you press these so it's in line with this part of the FMC or FMS. So you just press that. Oh wait, I forgot. You don't need to do that, because in the working title, it actually does not need to do that. You can just press that and align your position. I don't know why I can't do that, but it just won't do that. But now that your position is aligned, you can go ahead and head to the flight plan and start making your flight plan so you can navigate. So, we are at Kilo Hotel Oscar Uniform, Hobby Airport. And let's say we want to head to New Orleans. That airport code is going to be Kilo Mike Sierra Yankee. And if you don't know the airport code of a certain airport, just look it up on Google. They'll tell you it. And in the US, it's always a K before the actual airport code. So just keep that in mind. Now, there's something you have to understand before we get into the next part. Actually, we'll go over that in another we're actually there's going to be another upcoming series that will go over what's called SIDS and stars, standard instrument departure, and then there's standard terminal arrival route, and those are very important if you're flying on Batsim and such, and you have to navigate with those. But here's going to be a summary. We'll do that in another video though. It's going to be a summary. So you just press departure and arrival. You want to press next to go down the list basically. And we're going to be on the Loco 6 SID. And you want to just press previously to go back up. So we're going to press the Loco 6, Lima Lima Alpha transition, or White Lakes transition. Basically a transition if you're departing a SID. That's basically transitioning you out of the SID. So, our last fix or waypoint, whatever you want to call it, is going to be the White Lakes transition. So we'll press that, and we're going to be departing runway 22. Go ahead and press execute. And then we're going to go back to the departure and arrival page. And you have to click it twice. And then you want to go to the arrival page, and this is where we get into our stars. So, we're going to be on the Aldad 1 star. And for this, we do not have a transition into the star. We're coming in on the White Lakes transition, not the Lynchburg or Lafayette transition. We're coming on the White Lakes transition. So, just keep that in mind. And we're going to be doing the ILS 11 approach. And it's going to be the Audad transition into the approach. And we'll go over what an ILS is later. In a different series, we're going to go over all of this aviation knowledge. But for now, we're just going over the systems in the CJ4. Now, all we have to do is press execute, and the route is basically made, but there is a catch. You have to go back into your FMS, go to the legs menu, and oh no, you have a discontinuity. Now, this can screw up your flight plan quite a lot, so you have to basically fix these. And sometimes if you're flying on Batsim, you have to reprogram your FMS sometimes during up in the air in flight or on the ground. So, we'll basically press a loco and then move it up here to vector and press execute. So basically you will move that fix up and replace the vector with that fix and then press execute. That's how you fix a discontinuity in the CJ4. And we have another discontinuity, but for this we have to press Aldad, the name of the fix, and then go to discontinuity and press execute. Now, here's where the reprogramming FMS comes in. We created the ILS approach, and that created basically a clone of Aldad and Voodoo, which we already have, and we don't want it to clone itself basically on our navigation system. So you basically want to delete those. Just hold down the clear delete button, or you press it, and then you just want to put Aldad, or wait, actually no. Click it, press Aldad, then click it again, press Voodoo. Then you want to go Turtle, and then we're going to clear this discontinuity with that. Press execute. So basically what I did with Turtle is I connected the ILS approach to the star. And what I did with the deleting, I basically just corrected the FMC and told them, no, I do not want this, want these two fixes right here, because I already have these two fixes in another page. So I just deleted them, and I connected the ILS to the star and the discontinuity that we have. So, our route is finished, and yeah, and in order to see the route on your MFD, you just go Format, click it twice, and you will see your route. And to zoom in and out, scroll inwards to zoom out, and scroll outwards to zoom in. And right here is basically your range, and that's your outer range. So our range to a loco, which is right on the circle, is 12.5 nautical miles, and outer range above is 25 nautical miles. So, as you can see, we have some warnings: oil pressure, fuel pressure, battery amp. That's because correction. All of this is because we haven't started the engine, and this is because we do not have our emergency lights on, so we'll go ahead and arm that on the electric panel. And now, let's go ahead with engine start. So, all you want to do is go ahead down here, move these glasses up. You just want to get on the edge here, and press left click on them to move the glasses up. And if you actually leave the battery on too long, your battery can die. So that's why we want to start up the engine. So what you want to do right here is press the right engine starter. So we're starting the right engine first. Come look right here. Wait till it gets to about 20%, and then we'll go ahead and click that. Let's wait till it gets to 20%. There's 20%. Now it's going to start the right engine. Close that cover. Go ahead and press the left starter. Wait till that gets to 20%. There's 20%. And let's go through some MFD knowledge. So that is your altitude. That is your, actually no, correction. Wait, yeah, that is your altitude, and that is your speed. This is your heading. This is like a compass. You should already know this if you're getting into flying, but we're going to make a separate series going through the basics of aviation. This is just a stop pushback. You can set the parking brake if you want, but I'm not going to because we're just going to go ahead and straight taxi to the runway. And yeah, let's go ahead and taxi. So you just remove your throttle button with your throttle axes. Or you can move them both up with your mouse right here. You can use your rudders left and right to taxi. You want to follow the yellow line to runway 22, which should be established on your chart service provider or airport diagram. You want to brake, and you also want to set your flaps, which are down here, to 50%. Take off. Brake a little bit. Put in a little more throttle. Here's runway 22. And do not cross this barrier.